Hey, it's Trevor at Carter Chevrolet in Okarche, Oklahoma. 405-263-1105 is my direct number. And I want to show you today this 2018 Impala LT. We've had some good rains lately, some good weather today, so I want to get out of the office, show you a vehicle. This is a great one to do it. This is the 18 Silver Ice Impala with a dark titanium ash interior. Great combination. Some things about this one I want to show you. So this one does have the 18-inch painted alloy wheels. On the front, you'll see some styling cues, marker lamps on the side of the mirror, turn signals built in. On the front, we do have the LED driving lights at the bottom, as well as side marker lights on the front. Also, these are the high intensity headlights, so you should get a brighter view of the road as you drive. There's some things about the engine here. This is the 3.6 liter V6 engine. Chevy's been doing this one for a long time, and as you can see, runs quietly, but also a lot of things are covered so that we manage to keep dirt and other things out of the engine. So you have this big cover here, oil fill, washer fluid, brake fluid, power steering fluid, things like that. And also, if you'll notice, these boxes are clear. Allows you to eyeball the amounts easier, make sure the levels are where they want to be without actually opening them all the time, and just be able to look at the fluid box and know what it's supposed to be at. So I'm going to close this. Another feature I like on these vehicles is if you walk up to them, this is mostly any new Chevy, you'll see this silver button on the handle. You walk up to it with the key fob in your pocket, it will lock or unlock the door. So instead of always digging for keys, it's a nice way to just walk up, open it. Impalas have always been really good sedans for Chevy. So this one also does have a nice deep trunk. Okay. Does have a storage net, cargo net, some storage under here. As you can see, the back seat is split about 70-30. And there's some latches in there I'll show you in a second that you can flip those seats down to carry larger items. And so I build some stuff in the garage, you know, so I do a little bit of woodworking, and it's nice on a car like this. Before I got my truck, I could lay that back seat down, carry some longer wood, and then take it home to work on my projects. But right now that's the exterior. Let's go inside. I want to show you some things inside the car as well. So there's some items inside the vehicle that I think help you have a better driving experience and enjoy your Impala just a little more. Of course, power windows, power locks, power mirrors. Locks are up here. Your parking brake is now this switch here. Cluster brightness, trunk lock and unlock. Then this handy storage bin here, which you can throw change or pens and pencils, things like that. A nice, large, easy to read cluster for tachometer, speedometer, fuel level, and then also temperature of the car. In the middle, you see the information center, which then can be run off of these buttons here. Okay, this is cruise over here. Nice feature of this LT is the heated steering wheel. So as you push that, it will warm up this area here and then here. It might sound funny, but once you try it, you'll be hooked. It's awesome. Move over to the center stack. Okay. Right now I've got Apple Carplay and Android Auto engaged. That's why the screen looks different. What you'll do is go to this button here, your home screen. All your standard buttons, audio, phone, you can Bluetooth your phone in. Android Auto is engaged there. Does have OnStar navigation. As you can see here also, the car is 4G LTE Wi-Fi enabled. So you can get unlimited data for around $20 a month with AT&T is probably the preferred provider. So watch for that. And then also most people now have unlimited data on their phones, so it's not always an option they want to take. This screen does also move up and down for storage. There's also a USB plug-in in the back to charge items. You'll notice when you move that up, it shuts off. Close that, and here comes it back in use. This one does have separate heat and air. Can run my side and their side. Fan in the middle. Just set your temperature by this dial here, okay? Low is about 60, so that's nice. It does have a storage cubby here with the charger, cup holders, and then right here I think is pretty cool. They've moved the heated seat buttons down here in front of the armrest. All right, nice big glove box, easy to reach, and then the rest of the car. One thing I pointed out earlier was the ability to use the back seats to flip them down to haul larger items. I'm going to show you right here on the back corner, and then here the same thing over here. You can't see it because of the headrest. That's your handle to flip that up and lay the seat down. Very easy operation, simple to do, would allow you to have more versatility out of the car. But one thing I really want to show you now is Apple CarPlay. And this is a tremendous feature in vehicles. And I keep saying Apple CarPlay, that's the most common application because of iPhones, but I own a Android phone, always have, probably always will, but you can use Android Auto in the vehicle. So what we're doing now, and to use the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you need to be tethered, which in the armrest is the plug-in for the USB. Awfully close there, sorry about that. But when you do that, tethering, and I've got an old phone here I'm going to show you, so you can use your Android Auto on the radio. So you push this here, that lets my phone know that I'm using the Android Auto application. Then look what it did to my sorry about that, to my screen here. So now my phone apps are on the screen through the stereo, and I can do navigation through Google Maps. I can do my phone calls, and there's my recent calls. I've called both my kids. Obviously they're in trouble for something. I've called my wife, and then I've called the school as well. I must be kind of a helicopter parent, I guess. I can't keep raising those kids. So also here you also can do your music, Pandora, and then this button here, back to Chevrolet MyLink. All this is through the home button here, then the Android Auto button there. Okay, I go back here to the maps. If I'm done and that I've run my course with using the car for the day, I'm going into an appointment or into work, whatever it is, I simply unplug my phone. You'll see this goes back, home button, and now I'm just to the projection icon. In any Chevy vehicle right now, Chevy, GMC, Buick, that you see that projection button, you have the Apple CarPlay Android Auto opportunity. And when I've taken vehicles out and shown them to people, that's always one thing that I try to harp on, is how nice that feature is. Some other companies have their own thing. Chevy has the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and it really is tremendous. So that's the 18 Impala LT1, 1LT trim level. There are a couple of the trim levels, a little nicer, a little less. You'll just have to figure out which one that you like the most. And then come see me. We've got some Impalas in stock. We'd love to show it to you, let you drive it, see what you think of it. Hopefully we can make a deal and you get to take it home. But whether or not we do that, come see me. Send you over to Iceland's for some free fried chicken and just make a day of it and have a good time. But anyway, my name's Trevor. I'll see you at Carter. Thanks. Bye-bye.